Here we are with Hidetada Yamagishi here in Venice, California. We just finished a workout at Gold's Gym, Venice, and we're going to talk to Hide here. We're going to find out what are his plans for the future here.
Future? Yes. Well, as you guys all know, I injured my wrist. It's like this. I have a big scar right here, and a couple weeks ago it didn't even move, but now, you know, as you can see, it's I would say like 50% the range of motion, but it'll be all good, I guess, in a month. So right now I just started like some free weights. I can do muscle machines, so my more body, my mentally, getting back to the regular training regimen right now. But a lot of people ask me if I'm going to do Olympia, which is already 8 weeks out. To be honest with you, I don't know. I'm not qualified yet, so I have to do shows before it, which would be Tampa, Dallas, or Finland, which is even closer. So we'll see. I'm in shape.
10. How does that feel, Hide?
It was, I don't know, easy, but I need to be careful. Don't go up too quick. I think today is the heaviest. Do a couple more sets and I'll be done.
That's great form, all the way down. That's the way.
Try my best. So my list, I'm very careful about form, but I think it's good for me. No injury, just be careful.
Excellent. We'll talk soon.
In counter shape, I would say I can be in really good shape in a couple of weeks. So we'll see. So it depends on my list.
Now, a lot of people, they don't know exactly what happened to your wrist. We know that you hurt it, or injured it. Can you explain a little bit what happened? What was the details on that?
Well, it was 3 weeks before the Arnold Classic Ohio in last March. I did this in the gym. I was doing serial preacher call. Then instead of lock the weight, I hold the weight. Then I try to stand up and step back. Then I stumbled and I fell with barbell in my hand. So when I fell, barbell was on my wrist like this way. So as soon as I fell, I realized my wrist was deformed big time. So I knew it was broken, but I didn't really realize how bad it was. So I kept training and I competed to Arnold. I got 5th. So I was very lucky because I was already in shape 3 weeks out. Then after that, well, I had like 3-4 guest posing lined up, and I was gonna do Arnold Classic Brazil, like about 2 months after Arnold Classic. So I just decided to do it without doing surgery, and anyway, I did all the guest posing, and I did Brazil. Then after that, I went to the X-ray, and I saw the picture, and doctor said he didn't understand how I was training for the show, because it was completely dislocated. And when I saw that picture, I was shocked. I didn't even know how I could move my hand, because it was out, it was off from the bone. So as soon as I saw that picture, I set up the appointment for surgery. I did surgery 1 week after the X-ray. And after that, it was only 3 months. It's been only 3 months. I was on cast weight 2 months, and after that, I just started moving around, rehab, day by day. It's getting better each day. So.
Well, excellent. You've been competing at the Olympia stage for several years now. So obviously the fans want to see you on the Olympia stage, and hopefully that you'll be able to do that and qualify for the Olympia. If you don't qualify, what are your plans for the future?
Obviously, next year, you know, if I don't qualify, I'm not going to do any show this year. Then, you know, we focus on something next year, but I don't know yet. Like I said, it all depends on my recovery.
And for next year, what are your plans for? Are you planning on? Are there any improvements that you'd like to attain with your physique? Is there anything that you believe would enhance and perhaps increase your stage presence and positioning?
Well, to be honest, I didn't really realize how you know, how you say, maybe tired. I don't know. You know, tired is the right word, but I was kind of tired because I have been competing, you know, kind of a lot last couple of years. So after this surgery, you know, I'm kind of back off and you know, took everything easy, and I feel actually much better than I was, you know, before surgery. I'm resting and I train good. I'm enjoying, you know, being in the gym. So I've been doing this sport like more than 20 years. So then at some point it was, you know, training. You know, I always loved bodybuilding, but training became my job from some point. Then now I you know, get back to, you know, my beginning. I feel really enjoying everything. So it's good to me and refresh everything. So one thing, you know, my body was kind of tired, so when I look back, I didn't know if I improved, you know. I improved some, but not that big, you know, not that obvious. So this time I want to improve total, you know. So
now I understand that, for instance, a lot of the Mr. Olympia winners, they only do one show a year, and like you said, you're competing a lot. How many shows have you done in your professional career?
In pro since 2005. I never count, but I have done at least more than 4 shows a year.
4 shows?
2008 I did only 1 show. Other than that, I've done more than 3. So let's see, 7 years pro.
Okay, so seriously, there's supposed to be a lot of crazy stuff happening.
Like maybe 30 something shows.
And I think in 1 year, didn't you do, what was your record per year?
8 shows a year.
8 shows in 1 year. Wow.
Then a total since you know, 19 years old, I've been more than maybe 80 shows. I never counted, but you know, I've done a lot of shows. You know, so, but I still love it. You know, if you too much, you know, it's too much is too much. Sometimes you get tired. But now I like I said, I'm fresh and I'm looking forward to train, you know, compete, you know, dieting.
That's amazing. So Hide, if anyone wants to contact you for endorsements or guest posing appearances, where can they reach you at?
Well, I have a website, hideproduction.com, and Facebook, of course, then Twitter, Instagram. I'm trying to aggressive on social media to, you know, inform something to you guys. You know, I really appreciate you guys' support. My sponsor, kFyRMV Nutrition, and Oxygen Gym, Gold Gym, Gasp. Really appreciate all the support. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Hide.